everyone, and this is a video from a discussion thread on the relevance of Western civilization. In today's politically and culturally polarized world, discussion on what civilization is and what the West is can be very divisive. Is Western civilization only contained to Europe or the Western Hemisphere? Can a non-Western nation become Western by adopting Western ideas like Iraq after the 2003 invasion, India after independence from the British, post-colonial African countries, Japan and South Korea after World War II and adopting their own Western ideas and parliaments. You can go on and on about the definition and even the idea of destruction of Western civilization through today's globalized world. Even the debate on the invention and creation on Western civilization. For example, was it the Greeks and their invention of democracy and philosophy, the Romans and their ideas of republicanism, the French and the ideas of revolution, egalitarianism and liberty, Italians and the culture of the Renaissance, the British and the creation of a representative parliament, or even the Americans and the creation of the three-check system. Because I have heard arguments of people considering ancient Greece to be more connected to a Near Eastern civilization than the foundational of a Western one. This is from the Lord of Spirits podcast, which they briefly talked about based on certain ideas, mostly spiritual, that the Greeks held compared to Ugaritic and Canaanite religions, and was the idea of Greece being the invention of the West a later construction. Now, how it is taught, especially here at Liberty University, we take two classes on Western civilization, which are categorized as HIEU 201 and 202. These cover from the ancient Near East to modern day. The course rationale is the survey course introduces the student to political and economic, military, religious, and cultural developments of the ancient, medieval, and early modern periods that constitute the foundation for the modern West. And to go back to Greece and the idea of it being a foundation to Western civilization, The Guardian, who quotes from Tim Whitmarsh, who is a professor of ancient literatures at the University of Oxford, he says, "What if we think of as the classical world has been falsely invented by European for reasons serving the cause of 19th century imperialism? Should the Greek and Roman worlds, albeit in different ways, be seen rather as part as the Iraqi, Syrian, Palestinian, Egyptian complex? If so, what would that mean for ideas about European identity today?" And to even add on to that statement, in my own words, would that also make them Western? And what ways would even Western be? Again, keep on getting to this question, and why it's so relevant is, what is Western civilization? What makes something Western? The concept and definition are relevant because nations, people, institutions, and ideologies can define, abuse, and use Western civilization, or the concept of it, to create us versus them statements, propaganda, and even diminish other people, which can cause issues today and even in the past. Um, and even some statements that, due to our globalized systems, economies, cultural connections through social media, that the idea of a Western civilization since the conception of globalization and the internet in the early 90s to 2000s is gone. So, makes you wonder, what is Western civilization? And that question alone is its greatest relevancy in today's world. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.